cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get...
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 10 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. These two teams all tied after one. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Cook, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Off play action. Jenkins rolling to his right. Williams brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Curry for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd and 11. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jenkins.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Back to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Cook again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Well, this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out to his left. It's to St. Brown, and he makes a great catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now Cook running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Cook up the gut. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the bootleg. Jenkins on the move to his left. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. A little over 50 seconds remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Finding Sutton, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.